And to the replay crew, hi. Thank you for being on replay. Please don't forget to hit the like and make sure you're subscribed. We would greatly appreciate it. So today is Saturday, March the 7th, 2026. Hope everybody's had a good day. It's been a pretty good day here. Anyway, I'm just waiting on some people to pop in. Oh, I'm having to hold the phone because I did manage to borrow a charger, but it was just a little while ago, so I hadn't had a chance to charge the phone. Hey, John, good to see you. But yeah, the phone is charging. I did manage to borrow a charger. Hey, Sandy, good to see you. So that's why I'm having to hold it. It was just a little while ago that the charger got brought over, so the phone is still charging. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Sandy said hi. Good to see you too, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Hey, Papa. How are you feeling? Hey, Dwayne. Good to see you. Been a little while. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a little shaky, y'all, because I'm having to hold it. But anyway, hey, Yadira. It's good to see all of y'all. But, beggars can't be choosers. So at least I got the phone charging. Well, I'm hoping it stays charging while I'm live. This is not a real strong charger like I had. I can understand that, Dwayne. Hey, No Face. Yes. Yes. This is what you got. Oh, that's good, Sharon. Mine are not. Because I don't want them to be. Hey, Cack. Good to see you. Wait a minute. Yeah, I know, Papa. I'm so sorry. Godzilla. I'm trying to hold a little steadier, y'all. I don't mean to make y'all seasick. So it has been a day here. It's been kind of a busy day, but been a good day. Yeah, I understand that, Papa. Thank you, No Face. This shirt was supposed to be a dress, but it only... Hi, Carter. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? But it only comes down to like halfway, maybe not even halfway to my knees. So yeah, the first time I wore it, Dave saw it. He's like, "Where's the rest of it?" So he was like, "It needs pants under it." Well, that may be a good thing, Papa. Hey, Dave. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Sue. It's good to see y'all. Look, y'all. Well, thank you, Carter. And just a reminder, y'all, anybody that does a super chat between now and the end of the month gets put in a drawing for free merch. Well, and if you buy merch, you also get put in the drawing for more free merch. Carter, this one, he's about 11. I have 5 cats. This one is around 11. That's Dakota. Go on, Dakota. This one here is Sabrina. She's about 10 and a half. Or Bree Bree. And the other ones are all siblings, and they'll be 5 next month. Alright, exactly, Sharon. No, Carter, I have 5. See, there's Dakota. There's Sabrina. And I also have Winnie, Squiggy, and Bella around here. Sorry, Dakota keeps bumping my hand, so that's why it's shaking so bad. Somebody needs to teach me to crochet. Hey, Sophia. Yes. No, Carter. That I don't do. Just a quick reminder, y'all, that chat is for 16 and over only. If you are under 16 and not approved by myself or one of my mods, we do have to ask you to leave the chat for security reasons. But anyway. Hey, Lydia. It's good to see everybody. You're 17, Carter? Does she really, Yadira? Was that person not 17? Someone to crochet you a foot. I can understand, Papa. Yeah, right, John. Kind of figured Yadira. Crowfoot. Right, Sharon, exactly. Yeah, we've had a fun day. Well, sort of. Kiddo has had a bit of an attitude today. And she almost got herself to not being able to go anywhere. And welcome in, everybody. I do see several people watching. Got a crow boot. But, yeah, she, I figured that, Yadira. I appreciate it. So, we went for a walk this morning. Normally what we do is we make one loop around the track here. And it brings us right back to, we start at my house and then loop around and it brings us right back to my house. Well, right. What we usually do is we'll do one loop around with Jasper and then drop him off. And then Kiddo and I will go around just ourselves where we can talk a little more. Well, she was not listening. Having such a time with listening, but she kept running way ahead, wouldn't stop and come back, wouldn't turn, wouldn't slow down. So finally, we had such a bad time with her listening. I was like, we are not doing the second round. She was not happy, but oh well. Then she had a little bit of an attitude, and she wanted to go to the park with her friend, and she almost did not get to go. If it wasn't for the fact that my mama was already on her way there, or was already getting ready to head there, and that the other people were already there, I probably wouldn't have taken her. No, Sharon doesn't go live on the weekends. Sharon takes the weekends off. Oh yeah, that doesn't sound any fun, Dave. Hang on just one second, y'all. Gotta answer my mama, I'm sorry. There we go. You're welcome, John. What are you calling a slacker, Dave? Oh, you calling Sharon a slacker? She does, Sophia. Thank you, Lydia. Hang on, I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Andrew, good to see you. I know, I'm sorry, no face. I'm having to hold the phone because it's charging. And I don't have a way to prop it up when it's charging. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. Oh, that's your go-to song, Andrew? Yeah, I understand that, Papa. I wish there was somebody there to help you. It was spring forward, fall back. No face. Ryan, I wish they would stop with the daylight savings time. It's pointless anymore. Yeah, thank you, Lydia. Anyway, oh, y'all, I know Nightbot's probably already said it. I'm going to say it too. Trigger warning is that I vape. It's just nicotine. If somebody don't like it, that's their problem. All right, Dave. I was surprised you popped in here with the race on. Who's winning? Yeah, John. Nightbot vapes. No. It probably wants to. You're surprised too, Dave? No, still the same one? Okay. Actually, Sophia, honestly, I mean, she does occasionally watch short videos, but she's been watching more long ones lately, which I kind of like because it gives me a chance to see more of what she's watching. Been back and forth. I'm not Andrew, but I don't know. I don't know if it's somebody else might be. You don't remember Sue? But anyway, at least the good thing is when by taking her to the park, she ran out a lot of energy. As the talking hits. My go-to karaoke song is Jose Cuervo. Jose Cuervo, you are a friend of mine, and I like to drink you with a little salt and lime. I love that song. Anyway, let me switch that. See what else it pops up. Gave her, took her to the park, had her run out some energy, came home and made a frozen lasagna. Heated up a frozen lasagna, and she ate like 3 plates of that, and she was out. I guess that would be true, Sophie. I've never really even thought about that. But she's starting her therapist on the 19th, so hoping that helps her. Yeah, her and her little friend they had fun today. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Lydia. Hey, Livy, good to see you. Yeah, one of our we still have a couple of the Christmas decorations that are kind of just sitting out. And the kiddo picked up one of them today and wanted to go put them. I have a box of Christmas stuff that I got to put up in the attic, and she wanted to go put it in that box. I said, "Why?" She said, "Because it's not Christmas." I was like, "So it can stay right there. Ain't no law says I got to put it up." No face's brain sounds fun. Yeah, but anyway. But this one, the thing that she picked up is kind of it's like a train engine, and but it's a snow globe. Like it's and Santa is sitting or was sitting in the conductor's seat. Yeah, Santa kind of got dropped, and Santa kind of broke off, so he's like floating in there. But it didn't break the thing; it just broke the seat and broke the Santa. Well, that's cool, Libby. Oh wow, Sophie, I did not know that. Sue. Semi stop. Yeah, that may not be exactly legal, Libby. Oh, wait. Sounds worth it. I think I think yeah, I'm all right, Sue. I was just thinking I'm glad to be back with my phone, but I think I might start streaming from my laptop every now and then. I was kind of liking the setup last night. But I was told though the night before last when I went through StreamYard instead of directly through YouTube that there was no option to send a super chat or anything, which I think is weird. No face. Hey, I would watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer anytime. I like it. Hang on, y'all, let me. Right, Dave? I love those. Phone's still. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. I was gonna say the phone is still slowly charging. Hi, Tony. Welcome in. Thank you. I appreciate that. Where are you chatting from, Tony? That's awesome, Libby. Well, I thought I would come up with another question, but it didn't do it. Actually, y'all, thank you, Tony. They are. You're from Tampa Bay in Florida. I have family in that area. I'm in North Georgia though. No face. Dave, are you talking about me? No. So I am actually, oh, there we go. Ballet or hip hop? Ain't neither one my favorite, but I guess I'd have to go with maybe hip hop there. I don't know. Dave. So I'm thinking tomorrow. I was going to try and do a trivia night tonight, but I didn't manage to get the questions. Football, right? I didn't manage to get the questions all together. So I'm going to try to work on that for tomorrow night. Hip hop, because you can't stand on your toes. I am not graceful either at all, right, Dave? Oh, something. Sharon or I won. I don't remember how something was said about toes earlier. And we were talking about. Right, I'm imagining it could, Sophia. We were talking about. I don't know what we were talking about with toes, but not. I was joking that you would have been offended by that, and Sharon said he's got 4 of them. I said, well, technically he's got 9. I may have been in the chat last night. I don't remember what we were talking about. I think that may have been last night's chat. Right, John. I prefer classic, like 80s, 70s, and 80s country. Oh, yeah, Tony, many times. My mom grew up there. All of her siblings are still there. So yeah, I've been there many, many times. The other half of my family is north of Orlando. No face. Since when do we hold back in here? Right. Wait, you weren't. Oh, you're talking about last night, Libby? Yeah. Oh, okay, Tony. One of my cousins lived in Brandon, but she's, she was my mom's cousin. She's passed away now. All right, Libby. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Well, we're glad you do, Andrew. Yeah, I don't know why we were talking about toes. Sharon, are you still in here? Why were we talking about toes last night? I don't remember. There's Bella, everybody. She's going to get up close and personal. I don't think so, Andrew, but that has happened. It's happened before. I'm sure it'll happen again. I can't remember if it says it now, but I know at one point in the Nightbot rules, it literally said host is taken. They didn't care. Right, Dave, for real. Bama toes. Oh, wow, Lydia, that's not good. You totally missed out. I am not married, Tony, but I am taken. I do have a boyfriend. He's actually here in the chat. Weekend plans? Just going to church tomorrow. Oh, you don't know who my boyfriend is, Andrew? Because he's one comment above yours. There you go. I didn't realize you didn't know that. I thought most people did. That's perfectly fine, Andrew. You haven't been around too long, but you're learning fast. My daughter comes in here too. You will see her as either oh face. You're right. you will see you will see my daughter when she comes in. Her is either Luna Wraith House, I think is one of hers, or Junior and Holly, or Yuri Shadow Wolf. She's got like 5 different accounts. All right, John. Speaking of which, Holly, are you lurking? Sometimes she lurks, y'all. Because she's a lurker. Dave, I'm not. Well, if you stay sub though, Andrew, you get a notification when I go live. I don't really post videos and stuff that much. Every once in a while I might. So that would mostly be the probably the only notifications you would get from the channel is just me going live. Well, I do make one post before. Dave. I understand that, Andrew. I've got so many. It's ridiculous. I don't even know how many I'm subscribed to. I actually went back just a little while ago. I got to thinking there was a channel I used to watch all the time. It's supposed to be Sophia, right? Exactly. It's supposed to be storming here, Lydia, but Dave. It's supposed to be storming here, but I think it's just raining. But yeah, I had one channel I watched quite a bit along, there for a while back, and I got to thinking earlier. I thought, yeah, they've got to be just got to be subscribed to chat. But kind of thinking I haven't seen anything from them in a long time. Got to realizing YouTube done unsub me. No face. Actually, I do technically have a handicapped. Right, that's the benefit. I do technically have a handicap tag on the van I drive, but it ain't mine. We because the van that I drive belongs to my dad. I'm kind of like, I guess, semi permanently borrowing it, I guess. Well, yeah, it snowed yesterday, Tracy. I'm so jealous. But hey, Anna, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Yeah, let me see something. Yeah, you haven't been here in quite a while, Anna. Good to see you again. Sophia. Yeah, the van I'm driving actually is kind of permanent borrowing, I guess, from my dad. Oh, really, Sue? I did not know that. But yeah, my dad has a bad knee. He doesn't use the handicap spaces unless he absolutely has to. So, well, they could get one for blindness, but I better not be the one driving in that case. Lord knows my vision is getting getting worse and worse. Permanently borrowed. No, it's not stolen. He knows where it is. Seeing eye tires. Put Jasper out in the front in a vest. Have him just run along and guide the car. Right. I understand that, Lydia. Right, Tracy? I mean, I am blind in this eye, basically. I mean, I have one little spot right here where I can see, and that's it. So, you know. Hey, Leo, good to see you. Ballet, obviously. Hang on, y'all. You're getting cat butt. There you go. Right, Dave. Yeah, I knew Dave only uses it because he has to be able to open his door pretty well. Face. I haven't, Andrew. I don't know if anybody else has. Oh, and look, y'all. Those of you who were in here last night saw this, but some of y'all may not have seen it. Look, I won. So I won a coffee cup, right, from Sharon's channel on one of her games. Here's the funny part. Right, Lydia. Now here's the funny part. I I only won one coffee cup, and I messaged Sharon or texted Sharon after. Oh, wait a minute, I think I called her. I called Sharon after I opened the box. I said, "How many cups was I supposed to get?" She said, "One." Why? I said, "Because I got three." There's. Hang on. I like it. Right. Look. It does. I think she did pretty good on it, Leo. All right, Dave. I love you. I will text you in the morning. But yeah, she got to looking and it said quantity one, bundle of three. So she got one bundle of 3 cups. Andrew. So anyway, that was my laugh of the day yesterday. We do, no face. We always need more coffee. Hi, Ashley, but we don't do that number in here, please. And also, you do have to be 16 to be in the chat. Or at least 16. No face. Look here, mister. Trust me, I hear that number enough from my child. Leo, he probably feels it some days. My my daughter's my daughter's teacher. It's okay, Ashley. My daughter's teacher will make them run that number of laps around the playground if she catches them saying it. Me too, Andrew. It's super annoying. I was watching a channel earlier. Like I said, it's that same channel I used to watch a long time ago, and then realized, right, Tracy, exactly. But then realized I had gotten unsubscribed to it, and I was watching one of their latest lives. They are grown adults older than me, and they're over there doing that number at one point. They said, we just do it to annoy our kids. I understand that, Lydia. Whew. My mom has told me before, she's right, Tracy. My mom has told me before, she's like, sometimes you act older than me. What I really want to tell her is, okay, but you're not chasing a 6-year-old almost all day. I understand that, no face. Are you really, Lydia? You don't look it. Yeah, but I never think of you that way, Sue. But then again, I usually, not always, but I mean, for the most part, I've always hung out with people a little older than me. You're welcome. But I've always, even as a kid, I would hang out. I would rather hang out with either older kids or adults. I just always, I don't know, just always preferred it. Sharon is one of a few friends that I have locally. I mean, it's this my age. But then again, I think most of y'all are pretty close to my age. I'm talking about like in person friends. Hey, Eric, good to see you. That's right, no face. Well said. Holly's grandfather on her dad's side, he used to crack me up. He was close to 80. And he would always say, you have to say ballet, Eric. No, Leo, I'm not. I don't like it. But he was close to 80. And he would always tell me, I was taught to respect my elders, but now I can't find any. Sophia, I know how old you are, but I won't say. You like more sunlight? Yeah. Right, Sue. It's been alright, Eric. Spent some time with my kiddo even when she had an attitude. Attitude. But anyway. I don't know, no face, but that would be pretty cool. I won't be though. Oh, that's not good, Leo. You okay? I am so sorry, Sue. I love hearing like older people's. Sorry, I love hearing stories from older people. Like, to me, the older people are the better stories they have. My grandfather. So my grandfather was one of them was born in 19. One of them was born in 1921. The other was born in 1925. So, they both had some pretty awesome stories. Very different stories because one grew up in a city and one grew up on a farm. But, right, so. Exactly, Lydia. No, Tracy. I'm not meaning that. Exactly, Sandy. Like, I mean, my grandfather, this was my mom's dad, and his two brothers could run and play basically run around the streets of Nashville without any worries about safety. Because that's where he grew up. And then my dad's dad grew up on a farm in the hills of Kentucky. And they barely ever wore shoes. Right, Tracy? Exactly. I believe it was, Leo. And the thing is, both my grandfathers loved to tell stories about when they were growing up. Now, my dad's mom would sometimes tell stories. My mom's mom would tell me stories about when mom was growing up. She really didn't talk about her growing up years much. Exactly, Lydia. Right, no face. I noticed that. But like I will tell one of the stories that one of the stories that actually both grandparents on my dad's side like to tell. Okay, John, good. One of the stories that both of my grandparents on dad's side like to tell was how when they first got married. See, my grandmother, dad's mom, she grew up as a Boston blue blood. She was brought up as high society, and she married my grandfather, who was a hillbilly from the hills of Kentucky. Talk about culture shock. Well, they said that they first got married, and she went with him to meet some of his cousins and stuff. They were staying at one of his cousins' house, and they lived on a tobacco farm. Well, they told her, they said if she ever, they said every time they'd go out, there was this one rooster that was always running over and trying to peck at their feet and stuff. They told her if she ever, right, with an S accent, yes. But when they told her if she went out at night and had to go to the outhouse to watch out for that rooster because he would try to come and get her feet or whatever. Well, she went out to the outhouse. They said she had to go to the outhouse that night, so she went out and that rooster came running at her, and she picked up the closest thing she could grab, which just happened to be a tobacco stick, and whacked it. Well, it didn't survive, and she was so worried they were going to be mad at her. And that next morning when she had to tell them that what had happened to the rooster, they all were like, "About time somebody took him out." Oh, I'm sorry, no face. Actually, Sue, she really, by the time came along, she really did not have that accent. She really didn't have any accent. I mean, they had lived in Florida for years at that point. So she really had no accent at all. Look, y'all, it's Dakota. Because if you notice, most native Floridians, everybody's saying your name on here. A lot of, hang on. A lot of the native Floridians do not have an accent. At least not that I can figure out. And it posted it, it posted it 2 times. That's funny. Jasper is asleep on my blanket over across the room. And Bree, there she be. She's snoozing. Now my Floridian family, no face. My Floridian family loved when we to get us to say certain words. Like it was always say dog, say dog. You know, I'm gonna pin this one. Nope, wait a minute. Nope, that's not the one I want. I wanted to pin that one. There we go. We pin the rules. Anyway, I need to start doing that at the beginning of the streams when it first posts it. Look, y'all, it's no face. No face. Why am I saying that? I saw no face, and I was gonna say, look, y'all, it's Bella, and I got no face. Apparently, no face. You're a cat now. Look, y'all, it's Bella, and she can't be no face. She has face. No face. Hi, Nicholas. Good to see you. She was fascinated with that. Sue. Right, Tracy. She was fascinated with the keyboard on my laptop last night. I don't know why. She's seen the thing in her entire life. Yeah, Bella, aka Cletus. Oh, she gets called Cletus about as much as she gets called Bella. Bella, what you doing, Bella? She's on the other side of the room. She was hidden behind a box, and I said her name, and she popped her head up. All I could see was her eyeballs and her ears. Come here, Bella. Come here. There you are. There she's back. Isn't she cute, y'all? Would you, Sue? Hey, if you were down here, I'd offer to give you Bella. Tracy. Right, Sophia. He's also got the longest fur of any cat I've ever seen. No face. I can understand that, Sue. At least, but hey, Bella's almost 5. But she's about the size of a kitten. I think of her as like an eternal kitten. She'll be 5 next month. But anyway, she's she is like super curious about everything. Typical cat, you know. Andrew, or I don't think so, Sue. You don't act that way. Thank you, Nicholas. Bella. What you doing, Bella? Because, I mean, honestly, you pick the or, right? If I had to pick one of those, I'd pick hip hop, but I prefer classic country. Yeah, I remember you telling me that, Sue. Because my dad is 75 and my mom is turning 74 in a few days. Mama's birthday is actually in 4 days. That reminds me, Dave's birthday's coming up too. What are you doing? Why are you scratching? So Jasper has become itchy again. I think I told y'all that last night. The vet wants me to bring him back in, but I just can't. I can't right now. Oh, really, Andrew? Oh. See, I'm only a little younger than your mom. I'm 48. I'll be 49 in August. God, time really does fly. I can't right now, Tracy. I don't, because, I mean, honestly, I don't have the money for it. I don't have the money to take him back in. And I hate to ask my mom because she has had to spend so much on her dog. Yeah, time really does fly. Like, I was talking to a friend of mine today. So, this friend of mine, she and I grew up together. Right? I know, Andrew, it really did. But this friend that I grew up with, she and I both had babies late in life. The only difference is she only has the one. I've got one older one, and then yeah, Tracy, it's already been used on like his food and stuff. Trying to figure out all his food, you know, his food allergies. They are. But this friend of mine I grew up with, we both had kids late in life, you know. So her daughter just turned 7, and mine will be 7 in a couple months. Our daughters are best friends. And when we took the kids to the park today, I was sitting and talking to her, and she was asking about Jasmine, about my grandbaby. Like when I told her, she said, "How old is she?" I said, "She's 15 months, about to be 16 months." And she's like, "That's hard to believe." I said, "I know, time just flies." She goes, "Well, our girls are 7." I said, well, "Mine's almost 7, but yeah, you know, just seems like yesterday we were pregnant at the same time, commiserating at church services." You know? That I remember there was a Christmas service when I went over to her afterwards, and I was like, which her daughter is, um, I asked her, like, I called her daughter by name. I said, was she kicking the whole time? And she said, yes. So was mine. They were liking the music. I know, Tracy. Holly's gonna be 24. Holly, exactly, Sophia. Holly is now almost the age that I was when I had her. which just seems wild to me. What are you doing? Good girl. You're a good girl. It is, Sophia. I mean, heck, it seems like it really seems like we just got Sabrina a few days ago. And I've had her going on 9 years. Wow. You're so pretty. Oh, wow, Sue. So your son is Dave's age. Well, Dave will be 51 in a few days. You know, when I was growing up, I always it seemed like 50 just seemed so old. Now, it doesn't. And you know, one of my mom's mom, she passed away at 57. And it's now really hitting me how young she really was. Oh, really, Sue? All right, I mean, hey. Of course, when I'm a kid, she was my grandmother. Oh, well, thank you, Andrew. It's a long time ago. She's been gone 40 years now. But she had a she had a car accident when my mom was a teenager, and it left her with some brain damage. I mean, it wasn't like extremely severe, but it was just bad enough that she had to live with somebody. She couldn't stay by herself. Exactly, Sophia. She would most of her brain damage was in her emotions. The doctor told when after the accident, the doctor told my mom and her siblings. They said she will either be happy-go-lucky all the time, or she'll be very angry and bitter all the time. She was very. We got real lucky with that one because she was very happy-go-lucky all the time, and it left her blind in I believe it was her right eye, maybe in her left. She always looked. She'd joke around with this. She'd always joke around going blind. I'm blind in one eye and can't see out the other. But she was diabetic. My mom had to watch her because she would like try to binge on sweets if you didn't watch her. Mom would go outside. She said it was like having another kid. She'd go outside to do something, look back in the kitchen windows, and Grandma was in the cabinets scrounging for cookies. So she was hilarious. Oh, she was something else. But I think that's why she didn't. Yeah, diabetes is awful. And that's actually what took her. She had. Right, Sophia, exactly. You know what? Sue, it probably was, but to be honest, she never showed it. She never let that show that it was hard on her, and I'm sure it was. But to her, it was just part of life. But yeah, Grandma was. I think that's one of the reasons she didn't talk so much about her growing up years is because I don't know that her memory of those years was very good. I think and I know she remembered. I mean, she would talk about her brother and stuff, and he would come down to see her sometimes. Hey, Lori. Good to see you. Yeah, I know, and we miss having you in here. Either hip hop or ballet, or neither hip hop or ballet. Yeah, I agree. Right, like I said, if I had to choose one, I would choose hip hop. But my my choice would always, always, always be classic country, and sometimes some gospel. Oh wow, Lydia. Yeah. One story Grandma loved to tell. My mom's mom. She loved to tell the story of how my mom broke her jaw one time. Hey, Holly. I was just talking about you. Andrew, you were saying you haven't gotten to know all the family yet. Luna Wraith House there, that is my oldest daughter, Holly. Yeah, my mom. So when my mom was, I can't remember if she was 11 or 12, she was racing with some of the other kids climbing a tree and she fell out and she broke her jaw. My mom always says she says I got to the top first and I came down first too. Oh, do you, Lydia? I didn't realize that. Okay, cool, Holly. And Holly, I don't know if you've met Andrew yet. Since you lurk a lot, Miss Lurker. Holly has my grandbaby, who keeps her on her toes. Speaking of, where is my grandbaby, Holly? Is she watching me? Hey, Jasmine. Mwah, Jasmine. Mimi loves you. All right, Sue. Can you blow kisses, Jasmine? Mwah. So my grandbaby is almost 16 months old, y'all. Almost. Hey, Poe. Good to see you. How are you doing? Is this 2 nights in a row that we've gotten to see Poe? All right, Lori. Have a good rest of your night. Don't work too hard. But yeah, Holly, what is she still watching, Holly? Well, I'm glad you did, Poe. She's stealing your stuff. Karma. You used to do it to me. Jasmine. 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 And Holly, I don't know if you saw it a minute ago. Andrew said it was nice to meet you. She's trying to climb up there. Oh. She's a determined little thing. Right, she is busy. My granddaughter is a handful. I don't know why, Holly. It's not like you have it's not like you have an almost 16-month-old baby climbing everywhere. Yeah, she's very busy. Anyway. Hey, Dusty. It's good to see you, and well, we love you too. And you are still a mod here, sir. Yeah, I was gonna say we could get Dusty and Poe tonight, and Lori. And I look at all this, and not and they and look at everybody in here. Yeah, Poe's in here, Dusty. I think he's still in here. He said he was popping in before he went to bed. Anyway. Oh, Dusty, you better be glad you're on the other side of the country from him. Poe, did you hear that? Dusty just called you old. Exactly, Sue. Right, Dusty? I was gonna say, I knew y'all weren't that far apart. But and if memory serves, Dusty, you're older than me, so are you old? Hey, Big Chief, good to see you. We're just getting lots of people popping in here tonight. But hang on, y'all. I think I can set the phone up for a minute instead of having to hold it because it's not right, Dusty. I understand. It's not charged. Having to charge at the moment. So let me see if I can. There. That's better. Let it sit like that for a little while. Yeah, Sue might get you. Hang on, y'all. So how are things going down in Clearwater, Dusty? Or should I say Coldwater? Anyway. Right, Sue, and I do too, but Scientology has pretty much taken that town over. Dusty lives down there, and he is one of the people that protest Scientology there. I know. Am I just so rude? How rude, Mom. Hey, Clinties, good to see you. Jasper's scratching again. Yep, that is Bree Bree. She yelled at me, y'all. Did y'all hear her yell at me? What, Cletus? What, Cletus? You have the Cletus look on your face. I don't know. I think Dusty can tell you more about it, but I think from what I see, they have pretty much taken over the whole place. My uncle, so hey, Kinley, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? She has your phone. Have you really, Dusty? I'm so sorry. That is just not right. Bye, Kinley. Can somebody with a wrench take care of that, please? Thank you. Anyway, I did not realize that, Dusty, and I am sorry. I knew there was some stuff going on there, but I didn't realize that it was that bad. Go on, Bella. I can't see, baby. And you're showing everybody your booty. Yeah, that's. Oh, but if I ever make it down there to visit family again, Dusty, I'm gonna be calling you up. Yadira is an all-star. My opinion, I've got some of the best mods on the planet. Hi, Stella. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Apparently, Bella has decided she's fascinated with y'all. Hadn't you, Bella? Thank you, Stella. I appreciate that. And her name rhymes with yours. Her name is Bella. Have you, Sue? It's they are buying up buildings and everything. Do you, Stella? I have 5, but I used to have 15. Look at that look, y'all. They are, Sue. I mean, they're brainwashed. My uncle and I were talking about it one time, and he was saying how you see them everywhere. And you see them in their uniforms or whatever. Bree Bree was just over here, Lydia. I don't know where she went, where she ran off to. But this is Bella. Did you, Sue? I bet that was interesting. I agree, Stella. Most of them are. Like this little girl right here, she's a sweetie until you try to put her in a carrier. She ain't having that. She will flat eat me alive every time I try to put her in a carrier. Right, Tracy, for real. So some of y'all, yeah, they do look. They look a lot alike in the face, Lydia, but this one's Bella. Some of y'all may not realize that some of us in here were pretty active, like in the anti-Scientology community. Hi, is it Ipalu? Is that how you say that? Welcome in. Well, hello to Turkish from the USA. I'm in northern Georgia. Hi, Nick. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Right, Tracy, exactly. So, some of you in here may not realize that a lot of us met as because we were part of the anti-Scientology community. Like Dusty, Yadira, Papa, Tracy, um, and I know I'm probably missing a few, but there were several of us that were Impo. Several of us were active in the anti-Scientology community, or maybe even still are. Exactly, Tracy. What do you think, Bella? She's so cute. I agree. So, and I mean, they do a lot of emotional damage and mental damage and everything. Sometimes even physical to their people. I have become friends with several ex Scientologists, and they are all of them have a lot of baggage that they're trying to heal from. Oh, okay, Dusty. Do you, Sue? I was just telling them that several of us met because we're part of the anti-Scientology community. So you know, Dusty, if I ever come down there to see my family, I'm gonna be looking you up, dragging you out to eat, dragging you and the wife out to eat, at least. Yeah, they are something else. It says exactly, Dusty. It says I only got two people watching. This thing lies. It lies like a rug. Don't it, Bella? It tells lies. Thank you, Lydia. Um, yeah, I noticed Papa went really, really quiet for a while. I'm hoping he maybe went to sleep. 'Cause he needed it. Oh yeah, Sue, they definitely do. And there's there was a whole thing where they were getting elderly people to sign up for all these credit cards or whatever, and running them up to the max and not paying them. Hi, Erin. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? What's your question? Oh, I agree, Sue. There is a guy. I don't know that he posts that much anymore, but if you look up Mike Brown 101, he he is an ex Scientologist. He had to go back and rescue his own mother because they had basically just slung her in a nursing home and just left her there. And they had run up all kinds of credit cards in her name. You know, he had to go in and rescue and get her out of there because they were pretty much just going to let her die. It is. It's really sad, Tracy. But there's a whole story. Right? That is no surprise. There's a whole story on Mike's channel about, he's in the military, and he basically had to treat it like a covert operation to sneak in there and break his mother out. There's Bree Bree. Lydia, here's Bree Bree. She's back. No, 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 Bella. Go on wherever you're going. Sandy said hi. Sandy and Tracy said hi, Bree Bree. Bella's gonna get up close and personal. And Lydia said hi, Bree Bree. Come on, Bella, move. Exactly, Sue, and that's happened to most of the ex Scientologists I know. Most of them were separated from family. Um, I'm, I don't know that Scientology itself separates the ones that are still in. Thank you, Dusty. But now I do know I have one friend that her dad disconnected from her long before she ever left. Now they are known to have like send husband and wives to different places, and they may not see each other for months or years. But like I have one friend that her dad disconnected from her when she was 16 years old. It was horrible. There's a whole sad story to that. Matter of fact, if I can think about it later, my friend actually just went on and told her story on her boyfriend's channel just a few days ago. I'll have to link that in the description. Yep, they do, Tracy. Yeah, Sue, but the thing is, I have been told that they actually know where she is. She's at a very remote Scientology base and has been there for years, and they've said that she doesn't want to leave. Actually, the leader is David Miscavige, and his niece, Jenna Miscavige, is here on YouTube, and she talks a lot about it. Right? She is actually. They went. I guess they said the police went and said they talked to her or whatever. She was okay, and she is at a remote base. Um, in like Northern California or something. Doesn't want to leave. Did you, Lydia? So she is thoroughly brainwashed. She is thoroughly indoctrinated, from what I hear. She's I don't know if she was born into Scientology or got into it really young. I know she actually worked for the founder, L. Ron Hubbard, like when she was 9 years old. Exactly, Dusty. Ow. Oh, yeah, they have a few locations in California. I'm not sure. I believe the one that she's at is in Hemet. Dusty may know a little more about that than I do. Is that where she is, Dusty? I wasn't sure if I was saying that right or not. Ow! Yeah, and Scientologists also, they pretty much have their own language. It's technically English, but there's a lot of words that they have that mean different things in Scientology than they do out here. Exactly, Sue. Just look up. My friend is on here is she's on here. She's relatable Reese on here. She just told her entire Scientology story. She told it on her channel. No Face. We got to talk about Scientology. No Face is another one I met through the anti-Scientology stuff. But my friend, like I said, just look. If you look her up here on YouTube, it's relatable Reese. She just told her whole story not long ago. Exactly, Sophia. And Sophia's another one I met through the anti-Scientology stuff. But Reese just told his face. Reese just told her story not long ago. Thank you, Yadira. And then she also went on her boyfriend's channel and told her story. His channel is The Lifeboat. Anyway. Yeah, Yadira and I are both mods there, and Sophia's in the chat all the time over there. Oh yeah, Tracy, and multi-level marketing scheme or whatever. She's determined to keep me from seeing the screen. Thank you, Cleonice. Her name is Sabrina, but we call her Bree Bree. Right, Bree Bree? Anyway, y'all, you know you gotta hear that at least once a stream. It is, Sue. It's really sickening. And that's the way it should be, I think, Sophia. Right? No face? For real. Just because we're all stalking each other. Hey, Antics. Good to see you. Don't you like it? Cleonice, I am so sorry. I only understand English. Antics is another one that I met through the anti-Scientology stuff. Exactly, Sophia. It's good to see you, Antics. It's been a little while. How have you been doing? Fake beard made of cat fur. Still got the head and tail attached. Oh, okay, Yadira. Thank you. You've been overdoing it, Antics? It is, Tracy. Just basically, that's what an MLM is, a pyramid scheme. So you take care of strays, Cleonice? That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty awesome. All of these are rescues. I keep meaning to catch your show, Antics, and I keep missing it. I need to make. I don't think my notifications are set right on your channel. I need to go in there and check that. I'll do that as soon as I get done here. There you go. Ballet, hip hop, hybrid. Hey, mine, like I said, my favorite will always be classic country. But if I had to pick between ballet or hip hop, I would have to pick hip hop, ball hop. I agree, Tracy. It is annoying. Good boy. Good boy. She's a good girl. Oh, well, thank you, Dusty. I take that as a very high compliment. It does have a face. Right, Antics? Yep, everyone's here tonight, Dusty. I don't know what we did to deserve everybody popping in, but we must have done something right. Oh, wow, Sophia. Mustache dude. The funny part is you say that and we all know who you're talking about. Y'all came to see the bearded lady. Here we go. It's a really thick beard. She loves her mama, don't you? She's such a sweet baby girl. I did have my daughter in here. I don't know if she's still in here. I am not licking her no face. Yuck. That's all right, y'all. We decided. So I accidentally called. You're still here, Holly? Okay, I wasn't sure. I accidentally called one of my. I was looking at the screen and talking to one of my cats. So instead of calling her Bella, I called her No Face earlier because I said what I was reading. So No Face is a cat now. I should have figured, Holly. I did not know that, Sophia. Bella's AKA No Face. Faceless Wonder Boy. I like that. No face. What you think, baby? What do you think, Bree Bree? You being a good girl? This is my Velcro cat, y'all. Because I, it would be very hard for me to get her off of me right now. Like she hangs on. Yeah, stick to mama. Yeah, pretty much stick to mama. Oh, anyway. Fuzzy side or the Velcro side? Yes, well, hey, fuzzy side, I mean, it's the fuzzy side or the spike side. She has both. No face. Right, Sue? She's a good heating pad. Except she don't always stay exactly where you put her. Thank you, Glenyce. I try to put her on my leg and she moves up here. You know. No. I like that, Sophia. Pack face. She is, Sue. She's really intelligent. Yeah, I am. I'm pretty smart. But some of the other cats pick on her. So she's kind of stays a little stressed out. Right, no face. What you think? What are you thinking? That would be a weird face. Like, very weird. If you're talking about having an ass for a face, I think you would have really bad breath. No, you give mama kisses. Your smile is vertical. Like I said, if you have an ass for a face, you probably got really, really bad breath. Tracy. Right, antics? I've noticed that. You just put back. I really wish I knew what they were thinking sometimes. Right, Sue. I wish I knew what she was thinking. No face. You too, Tracy. I think it'd be really cool to kind of think, just know what they're thinking. Right now, I think she's thinking that she's pretty content because she sure is purring. I don't know if y'all can hear her or not, but she is purring up a storm. Can y'all hear her? Just trying to put my earbud down there. See if y'all can hear her purring. Right, Sophia, you can't hear her, Sue? I don't know if y'all can hear her or not, but she's purring. She's such a good girl. I'm a good girl. She's over grooming again, though. You heard her, Yadira? Hey, Essa girl, good to see you. How have you been doing? It's been a little while. What you thinking, Bree Bree? Yeah, I think it is, Tracy. Essa girl, I am doing pretty good. You don't have to say sorry. I'm just glad you're okay. All right, antics. I don't blame you. Yeah, she gets stressed out and over grooms. All right, Sue, I hope you have a good rest of your night. Sending you love. Good, John. I was wondering. No face. Hey, Lady Sky, good to see you. How are you doing today? I am doing pretty good, Lady Sky. How are you? Sophia. Oh, I know. 10 days to St. Patty's Day. Oh, I love you. I sure love you, baby girl. She's so snuggly. Oh, did he? That's a girl. Is he okay? I've had dogs that chase their tails and they get up. A couple of them actually caught it and they yelp and let go and then do it again. Like I said, it's funny to watch them. I had one that would chase his tail, and he would chase it and chase it and chase it, and he'd catch it, yelp, let it go, and within just a couple minutes, he was chasing it again. Like he could not figure out that it was attached to his own booty. Oh, really? Yeah, we've had a couple that we had to keep separate because they wouldn't stop fighting. Anyway, y'all. Well, I think I am going to go ahead and wrap things up here, y'all. Anybody that wants to drop their link can do so. Just type !Dawn, DAWN. And just as a quick reminder, y'all, if you can't tap the link or click the links that are being dropped there, you no face. Well, thank you, but she's not stuffed. If you can't click the links that are being put in the chat there, what you can do is go on to one of my previous lives, watch the live chat replay, scroll down towards the end, and then you'll be able to click those links, or come back to this one in about 24 to 48 hours, and you'll be able to click them then. Don't forget, y'all, we do have a Discord. It's on my main page. If y'all want to check it out, you do have to be 18. So y'all are more than welcome to check that one out. Also, but we do sometimes hang out in Sharon's Discord, that's her handle. Y'all can the link for her Discord is over on her page. We also have a couple of GoFundMe's still set up. One is for No Face, and the other is for No Face. The other is for my friend Nomi. Both of them are dealing with some situations they could use some help with. So if y'all can help out financially, we'd appreciate it. If not, we get it. But if you could just offer like prayers, good thoughts, good vibes, whatever you do. I believe that's everything. Oh yeah, don't forget, y'all, we have merch. It's on my main page. And for anybody that either sends a super chat or buys merch between now and the end of the month, you will be put into a drawing for a free merch item. Anyway, so I guess I will either see y'all in the chat or I will see you on the next stream, which will be probably tomorrow night. And I'm thinking, like I said, I'm thinking about doing trivia tomorrow night. I just got to come up with the questions. But anyway, I love you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day, your night, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. Remember, kindness is free, y'all. Spread that stuff everywhere. I love y'all. Bye, everybody.